Animal rights activists, what moment sparked your passion for protecting animals? I never considered myself an animal rights activist. Growing up on a farm, I was taught to respect and care for animals, but that all changed when I stumbled upon a disturbing trend of animal abuse in a local factory farm. It started when a friend of mine asked me to help her investigate rumors of animal cruelty at a nearby farm. We spent weeks researching and gathering information, and what we discovered was enough to make any animal lover's blood boil. The factory farm had chickens packed into tiny cages, pigs living in their own filth, and cows being pumped full of hormones and antibiotics. It was truly a nightmare, and my friend and I knew we had to do something to help these helpless creatures. We gathered a group of like-minded activists and launched a daring rescue mission. It was risky, but we were able to save dozens of animals from a life of misery and torture. But our mission wasn't over yet. We knew we had to expose the cruel practices of the industry and bring attention to the suffering of these animals. We reached out to local media and even went undercover to gather evidence of the abuse taking place at the farm. It wasn't easy. The owners of the farm were ruthless, and they did everything they could to stop us from exposing their unethical practices. We faced legal threats and intimidation, but we didn't back down. In the end, our activism paid off. The factory farm was shut down, and the owners faced legal consequences for their cruelty towards animals. It was a triumph for our cause, but it also made us grapple with the ethical implications of our actions. Some people criticized us for breaking the law and trespassing on private property. But for us, the ends justified the means. We saved innocent lives from a horrible fate, and we brought attention to the systemic abuse that takes place in the factory farming industry. Our activism taught me that sometimes, you have to take a risk and challenge the status quo in order to make a difference. It may not always be easy, but it's worth fighting for what you believe in, especially when it comes to protecting the voiceless and vulnerable animals that share our planet. But our work isn't over yet. We've heard rumors of other factory farms engaging in similar practices, and we won't rest until we bring an end to this cruel industry. Our group of activists is determined to continue the fight and bring justice to the animals who can't speak for themselves. We may have won this battle, but the war is far from over.